Hi, I'm Ethel Strother, and I'm going to be doing my case study 2 today on cold laser therapy, Acupoints. I'm going to be using the Cinerica cold laser therapy, and we're going to be using it on the low setting. We're going to be doing 1 minute intervals at the different meridian points that we're going to be covering today. This is Sammy, and she is a approximately 6-year-old Australian cattle dog boxer mix who has chronic fungal skin infection over her entire body. She is under veterinary care, and it seems like that as soon as we get her antibiotics and steroids ended, then the infection returns. So we're going to try and see if we can't help her out a little bit with the cold laser therapy. We're going to be covering several of the meridian points. We're going to use the kidney, and we're going to cover several of those points that I'll explain later. And the triple heater. We're also going to use the gallbladder and the governing vessel points today. Some of these points will overlap, and since I'm not using a single pointer and I'm using a wide area of laser, it's going to cover several meridian points at the same time. So as we need to, you can see here that if you can focus in here on her skin, you can see that she has terrible skin issues. It covers her eyes here and here, her entire body. She has some spots in her ears as well. So we're just going to be putting her goggles on. Let's see. Come here, Sam. Just make sure that they fit and they cover her eyes. And then I'm going to be putting mine on as well. And so, first of all, we're going to start with the kidney meridian. And we're going to use 3 and 7. There are 8 points in this feature, but we're only going to be covering 7 and 3, which 7 and 3 are going to be on the inside of her leg, which is going to be right in this joint here and here. And we're going to do both areas for 1 minute each. I'm going to be turning this on. And then we're going to, it's on low. And then the timer is going to be for 1 minute. So we're going to be placing it on here. I'm going to cover it for 1 minute. This is going to be covering 7 and 3. And you're going to use both the inside and the outside. I'm going to do one side, and then we'll proceed to the right leg, right hind. And then we're going to use this one. And if you see, she's very comfortable. These points here, 7 and 3, they provide energy. They help with the hocks and arthritis symptoms. They also boost the immune system. So that's what we're trying to cover here. She does have some tenderness in her rear end because she has an extremely high ball drive. So she has had some stifled problems with that. So now we're going to move to the triple heater meridians. And we're going to use 5, 17, and 23 of the 44 points in the triple heater. These areas are going to be in the front leg. And they're going to be right along here in this area here. 5 and 23 are right in here. And so we're just going to cover the front foot for 1 minute. And then we're going to cover this foot for 1 minute. Okay, now what we just covered was 5 and 17. Those boost the immune, they speed healing, they improve arthritis. They also can address the ear issues, if any ear issues through this meridian. 23 is one that we're also covered. It does the eye points, and it decreases the body and pain and improves on the eye issues. Now we're going to move on to the gallbladder meridians. We're going to use 20, 21, 39, and 44. 20 helps with the eyes and the ears. 21 covers hock. 39 boosts the immune system. And 44 improves the arthritis in the hocks. Now then, these... the gallbladder, number 20, and the triple heater, number 17, is just below the ear in this area here. And we're going to be covering both of those, and I'm going to do both sides. So we're going to do this one right here, which, since I'm using the big light, this will cover both of those meridians. So we're going to do 1 minute here. You can see she licks, so she's getting some feeling with that, which is good. And she's very calm through this. She seems to tolerate it very well, and she likes it. And just make sure that her eyes are covered good, because this is so close to her head. And then we're going to cover her other ear. So we're going to move her right over here. It's just below the ear, right behind the head. Good girl. Alrighty, and then we're going to cover the governing vessel points, 12 and 14. 12 is used for strengthening after a chronic illness, which she has, and then 14 boosts the immune system. These run right between the two shoulder blades. They're very close together, so with this being a, turn my thing on again. There we go. All right, it's going to be right between here. And the governing vessel points, it runs from right between her eyes, all the way down the middle point of her back, all the way to the base of the tail. So we're going to be doing this for 1 minute as well. And we want to repeat this twice a week, bi-weekly. And we're going to report back in a few days and see how she's doing with this, along with her medication, and stay in contact with our veterinarian. Okay, and that concludes our therapy for today. Turn.